Okay, here we are on turn 2. I've already drawn sequence chits, and the first 2 have come up for the Germans. First sequence chit I used to break up the 2 stacks and kind of spread my forces out in and around the ditch there. And so we're going to try and maneuver towards the house when we get a chance. However, we did discover over here that one of the Russian hidden units was a stack of riflemen. So we're going to use our machine guns to go ahead and fire on that stack as my 2 impulses, my 2 impulses. I put little target markers here by the stacks that I'm going to use that had the light machine guns. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how that works. I can never get anything in focus here. So I'll be right back, and we'll go ahead and factor the 2 shots, and we'll move on. Okay, I've decided to have as the first impulse have the light machine gun fire on that stack of Soviet units that I showed just a little bit ago. The machine gun has a rate of fire of 2 times 4. It can fire 2 bursts, 4 shots each. However, each hex, all fire must be directed at the same hex, and I think you can only fire let's see here. Shot maybe fired, don't target or certain hex. For example, a light machine gun may fire 2 bursts of 4 shots. All target units must always be in the same hex, and only 1 burst may be fired at any single target unit by the same weapon during the same impulse phase. So anyway, it's going to be 1 burst, 4 shots each against each of the Soviet riflemen in that hex. So I counted out the range again. It's 19 hexes. They have a 4 or less to hit. There are no modifiers that I can see for obstacles or anything like that. It's a clean line of sight. There's nothing. When I measured the line of sight, there's really nothing there. That hedgerow doesn't do anything, and neither do the trees. So the machine gun up on the hill is going to fire 4 shots, and we're going to go top to bottom as far as targets go. So I'm going to fire, take this down here a little bit. Looks like a 1 and a 4, both of those will hit. And where is it? A 5 and the 8 will miss. So moving back over to the stack, the first 2 hit, and we're going to eliminate these soldiers. The second 2 missed. However, any automatic weapons fire, submachine gun or light machine guns, will automatically suppress any units in a target hex that have not been hit. So we'll put a little suppress marker on there. Now you probably can't see that. Okay, I should orientate it towards the top of the unit. Easy to remember. Anyway, that stack is suppressed. They have 1 less movement factor or action point for the rest of this impulse. Or for the rest of this game turn, I guess it is. Or at least this impulse. I'm not sure when you remove the suppression marker, so I guess we'll find that out here pretty soon. So that is the machine gun fire. I can also activate the rifle unit that is under the machine gun to fire, since they're both in the same hex. And all the units in a given hex that you choose to be your impulse hex can perform different actions using the same impulse. So to fire, it cost me 2 of my movement factors for that machine gun, and it'll do all firing is 2 movement factors. So we're going to go ahead and fire with the rifle unit, and it at a hex of 19 needs a 5 or less. And like I said, there are no modifiers. The firing unit's not suppressed. The target gets no benefit because they're all considered to be standing. So we're going to fire 2 shots. 1 hits and 1 misses. So top unit there is killed, and that just leaves the remaining Soviet rifle unit, and that basically is all the impulse, all the actions that stack can perform in this impulse. So now we're going to go with the other stack for the second impulse, and it's going to be a light machine gun, and it's just a light machine gun. So let's see, that was 19, 20, 21. Still in the 19 to 25 range. Still needs a 4 or less. I wonder if he can fire at a different stack. Let me check that. I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and checked the line of sight for that light machine gun, and I was going to target the unit right there behind that scrub. There's nothing intervening, no obstacles intervening. The edge of the hedge, there just misses it. So there's a clean line of sight to it. The only thing is it goes through the scrub hex. However, you have to be in the scrub hex to gain any benefit from it. So the one there just to the right, or in the lower part of the screen, is the target hex. So I'm going to see if it's real or if it's a dummy unit, another dummy unit. It's a number 5, so I only have 4. If I can get down here fast enough. And I've already used up number 4, that's the hex we're firing at. So I only have 1, 2, and 3, so number 5 is a dummy unit, nothing there. So just according to my own little variant, my own little rules, his fire is wasted and his impulse is over. So that's pretty much how combat works. It's pretty much you just find the range, find the 2 hit number, roll a die, a modified die, and try to get underneath that hit number. So I'm going to go ahead and resolve turn 2, and I'll come back if anything exciting happens, or just a progress report after a couple turns. So see you then.